My name is Andrew, and I'll be taking you through my interview with my room leader. The person who I interviewed was my room leader in the toddler 2 classes. Her name was Sarah. She was the ECT as well as the room leader in that class for around 4 years. She was also my mentor through both my placements when it came to 6012 and 6013. I interviewed her and asked her a few questions on what it is like to be an ECT, a room leader, to have that sense of responsibility and what you look at as a teacher to see what goals you can achieve and what goals you can try and set for the long run as well as the short run. So when I asked Sarah what kind of leader she was. We went through um, a site that was given to me by Victoria University's um, learning tools. There was an American Express thing saying the 7 types of leaders. So I asked Sarah what type of leader she was from the 7 types, and she considered herself a mix of both pace setting and a delegative leadership style. So pace setting would be, showing how it's done and expecting them to follow you as you go, um, as well as delegation, which is where you tell things and tasks, where you tell tasks and you give the task to your other peers and other employees to help so that they can fill it out. So her communication was one of her main strong points. I think that's why she believed that delegating tasks was very, very easy to her. And she said that she had confidence in us because she knew that we tended to watch and learn and copy what she did, which is good in a way because I think that in a pace setting environment is very, very beneficial as whenever she did anything, we were able to watch her and learn the progress of how it was done. So I think that was very important to me because I also would like to be a room leader, and she showed me the things that should be done properly and with proper detail. I also like the fact that she was a delegative type of leader as she gave us more responsibility as well. She gave us tasks to handle on our own. She gave us activities to do on our own, which I think was which I appreciated a lot. My next question was what her main responsibilities that she thought she should be having as a rule leader. And the first thing was running the daily activity and program plan in the class. You could tell that she had a program plan for each day. It depended on the activity or on the weather. But depending on the weather, if we could do outdoor activities as well, she'd come up with a plan and we'd be following that. She'd also plan monthly programs too, as well as the curriculum. Um, then, while planning the curriculum, she considered the EYLF learning principles and outcomes as well because she showed me how she had to align them. Whichever activity she did, she had to align it with an outcome so she would know that that's what she wanted to achieve with that activity. So, for an example, she wanted sensory play. She did a water activities for sensory play, and she linked that to children being independent and being able to, I think it was learning outcome 3. So she linked it to that, and that's how her program plans were made basically. She also kept individual progress reports, which I think was a big thing. I think she liked to keep a note on and a track of each child's progress. She also made sure all documentation was up to date, be it medicinal or allergies. Her cream chart was up to date. Her sunscreen expiry dations were up to date. So she showed me all the little things that needed to be updated regularly so that you could be compliant with the NQF and national quality standards. Um, the next question was how do you fulfill the role of an ECT? The main thing was always keeping the needs and safety of the children as their main priority. The children come first. Better yourself continuously as an ethical leader and teacher. Always, go around being an ethical teacher, learning the ethical standards, and bettering your knowledge as an early childhood teacher, and supporting diverse strengths and experiences that the children can learn and build from while being inclusive of every child's specific needs. Finally, I asked her, how are you an active advocate of inclusivity? Continuously pushing the center to upgrade and develop areas for children with specific needs, including languages like sign language to be taught. That was one of the activities we did in our classroom. I felt that was very important to me because I could see how that even though we didn't have any children with special needs or who didn't have hearing, that helped a lot. Um, Practicing proactive supervision to help gather more information of what the children need and what would benefit them. The main things I agreed on were being an advocate for children, always looking at what they need and being the voice for them, be it more resources or more time. We need to be their voice. I agreed that not all kids learn the same way, and that adaptability is key to having a healthy curriculum. Um, but the one thing I did disagree on would be her leadership style, as she did seem to be a bit more autocratic. She did seem to have the mindset of what I say goes, which I think is fine. It's good, but it leads to a little bit of question of employees questioning um, how she operates or what she does, and there's no time to ask her that either. But that's what I believe that I disagreed on with Sarah, and that was what I learned from my interview with my room leader. Thank you.